Hiya, my name's Jem and I'm a third year geography student at Keble. Just like Beth, who was in the previous video, I finished my finals just over 2 weeks ago, so I'm really enjoying post-finals and exam life. So I thought I'd give you a little tour around Oxford and Keble to give you a little flavour of what life is like here. Hiya, so I'm currently walking down from my house in Cowley, which is just east of the city centre. And just behind me you can see Magdalen College, which is one of the oldest colleges in Oxford. And so I'm just going to walk past Christchurch Meadows so I can show you Christchurch, which is another one of the older colleges. Just there you can see Merton, and there's Christchurch. The Town Hall. So I'm just approaching Cornmarket Street, which is kind of near Westgate Centre, which was finished construction in my first year, which is this fancy shopping centre. So if you're into shopping, then you know that's a good place to go to get your clothes and everything. One thing that's really great about Oxford is all the lovely little side streets that you can have a wander down and just get a bit lost in this historic city. So this is the Radcliffe Square, home to the Radcliffe Camera, which is this impressive library here. There's Brasenose, there's All Souls, and then behind me is University Church. You can actually go up to the top of that tower and there's some amazing views across Oxford. Interestingly about All Souls is it's an all-graduate college and you have to get a special permission to go in. But yeah, this is probably one of my favourite spots in Oxford because it's just so picturesque. So this is the Bodleian Library, and just ahead is the Sheldonian Theatre, and that's where we get matriculated, which means that we enter the university, and that's where I'm going to be graduating next year. That's the Bridge of Sighs, which joins together two parts of Hertford College. This is Broad Street. This is Tesco's, probably the nearest supermarket to Keble, next to Sainsbury's, so that's probably where you'll do your weekly shop. This is the Ashmolean Museum, which is great as an activity on a rainy day. Also, Oxford students get into the special art galleries for free. So I'm currently walking up Jericho, or as we like to call it, trendy Jericho, because it's home to lots of trendy bars, restaurants and independent stores. I'm just on my way to Port Meadow, which is a really lovely open green space, and actually in the summer you can go swimming there, which is really nice when the weather's like this. So I'm in the Botanic Gardens, which have opened for social distance meetups, and I'm here with another Chorus Scholar, hello. Maddie, second year theologian. There we go. And we're having a wander around. It's a great place to go when it's nice weather like this, and it's free for Oxford students.
Free for students.
So Maddie, what's your favourite choir memory?
So many to choose from. I think probably when Matthew Martin, our old director of music, took us to Buckfast Abbey last July to do a Christmas CD. So there we were for 2 weeks doing Christmas songs, and having lots of fun in Devon.
So we're here at Pippa's house having a socially distanced cup of tea. Would you like to introduce yourself, Pippa?
I am Pippa. I am the music administrator at Keble. I've been here 3 years, so I've just seen my first cohort go all the way through the choir and graduate at the other end, and we're really sad to see them go. And it's been such a lovely choir family, and it's been tough. It's been tough the last few months, but I think this choir group have really kept themselves going, and
yeah,
I love
get
them all.
Through it.
Yes.
Just opposite Keble is the Pitt Rivers Museum and Natural Science Museum, which is great, and another rainy day activity and free. Just opposite Keble is another lovely green open space called Uni Parks, and it's just a lovely place to just come for a walk while you're working and have a work break here. It's also where we celebrate matriculation, as I mentioned before, when you sort of enter the university. and you can see just behind me there's Keble Chapel. So I'm just about to walk into Keble. You can probably see the iconic red brick stripy architecture by William Butterfield behind me. So let's go in. So I've finally made it to Keble, and here's Liddon Quad. There's the chapel, the mothership. So fun fact, Keble's actually got the tallest chapel of all the colleges because our quad is sunken and it's measured from the bottom. I actually lived in that corridor over there on the top floor in my second year, and up here is the hall and the library. Unfortunately they're shut at the moment, and just ahead is the Plodge, also known as the Porter's Lodge, which is where you get all your mail, and the porters are always there just to make sure everything's running smoothly in Keble. So I'll take you into the chapel now. Welcome to the beautiful Keble Chapel. So we sing here 3 times a week. On a Wednesday we do an evensong, Thursday a compline, and Sunday a Eucharist Mass. It's very iconic, the architecture, by William Butterfield, and this was finished construction in about 150 years ago. So Keble actually turned 150 this year. So all of our celebrations that were planned for this year have been postponed. So this is the choir stalls where we sing every week. Just here on the end is where I usually stand and sing. It's quite an amazing venue, and you can probably hear the acoustics are pretty impressive. And I'll take you through to the side chapel, which is home to William Holman Hunt's A Light of the World. I'll switch the lights on so you can see it properly. But it's a very famous painting. Someone from any denomination can come in here, in any faith, so it's just a really lovely space to come and have thinking time, especially during the busyness of term. Up there is the organ. It's just a very beautiful space, and I feel very lucky to have been able to sing here for the past 3 years. So this is Arco. This is generally where the third years live, and this is the Sloane Robinson building, which is home to the O'Reilly Theatre. So this is Pusey Quad. We're actually allowed to play croquet here in the summer, and they're hoping we can play socially distanced croquet next year. And just ahead is the warden's lodgings, so the warden lives there. The warden is kind of like the headmaster of the college that kind of makes sure everything runs smoothly and we're all behaving well. So this is Hayward Quad. This is generally where the freshers / first years live, and just here the Spacelight building is the bar, and it's really lovely in the summertime. Under normal circumstances, people would bring out their drinks and drink them on the quad here. Just here is the JCR. The JCR is kind of like a school council, but represents the undergraduate community here at Keble. And they take responsibility for elected positions. For example, I was the female welfare officer, so I kind of tried to make sure life was as happy as possible and the transition to university was as smooth as possible. So yeah, there's lots of support there for you and guidance to help you through your university life. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little tour of Keble and all the best bits of Oxford. Just to reiterate what Beth said in the previous video, definitely consider going for it and applying if you're interested in Oxford or a core scholarship. If you'd like to find out more about the admissions process, or core scholarships, then all that information is available for you on the college website. Or particularly if you're wanting to find out more about music at Keble, get in touch with Pippa, who was in this video, the music administrator. And yeah, I hope you would consider applying, because Oxford and Keble have been some of the best years, and I'm so glad that I've spent the last 3 years here. So bye.